Hey, what's slouching my hombres? What's slouching my compadres, my muchachos? How's it hanging? So, as you can see from the title of the video, it's a bit of a controversial topic. Um, and it's really not something that only the motorcycle community has been plagued with. It's something that just generally, um, with when you're going to be purchasing stuff is, and the question is, should I buy Chinese? Should I go Chinese? And I did not go Chinese, so I'm gonna be clear right there. I did not go Chinese. I very strongly thought about it, um, but I did. I ended up going Japanese, and I'm gonna get to why I think that's a good idea, but why Chinese might also make sense too. So the thing about the whole Chinese, uh, versus all the other good countries that make way better bikes, is obviously with Chinese, your quality is going to be there's going to be less quality. It's going to be the bike is not going to be as good. Definitely not going to be as reliable. You're going to be it's a trade off because obviously with the price of a Chinese bike, it's going to be cheaper than any other bike you can get unless you get a crazy good deal on a used bike. But you probably won't get a deal that good because motorcycles tend to hold their value pretty well. Which is a great thing about owning motorcycles. It's not a great thing for buying used motorcycles because you don't get the best prices on used. You can get an okay price, but motorcycles I think are pretty good at holding their value. But a Chinese motorcycle, they're really cheap. They're a really good choice if your budget is your biggest deciding factor. And that's kind of what I don't hate about them. That's what I like about the whole Chinese thing, is that they get people on bikes. And so that's why I'm of the opinion if you have no funds, if you're very low on funds, and you just want to get riding, you don't care about if the bike's going to break down. If you have a little bit of know-how and you know how to repair stuff, and you're good with bikes and stuff, then by all means get a Chinese bike. It's worth it. Shop around though. Don't get the first one you see on the internet and order it. Look around and find which of them are the most reliable. I think the Tao Tao. Um, it's like $1,300 motorcycle, super cheap, dual sport. That's supposedly a really good bike. And it's one of the better Chinese ones. You got to be really careful with it. When you get in the box, you got to tighten every bolt, even the ones that shouldn't have to mess with. Don't assume anything is put on correctly. Do a 10 times. Check the bike 10 times if you can. Check it 10 times, ride it once. Um, Hopefully you can ride it more than one time, but you get the point. And that's the biggest thing. If you're willing to work with all that, then yeah. But if you have extra funds, which not everybody does, but if you do happen to have extra funds, you have to decide for yourself. Basically, is it worth it? Is it worth getting Japanese? Which Japanese is still cheaper than European or American. You get really good prices for Japanese bikes. They're pretty good and they're reliable. They're reliable. The big four Japanese, Kawasaki, Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha, very reliable brands. They're well known. There's a million parts for most of their bikes. The parts are super cheap. Um, and they're going to be reliable. They're going to hold up. The only difference is that compared to a Chinese bike, they're going to seem expensive. And so it's really just, you have to make that trade off and decide for yourself. Um, but that's essentially though where I will stand on the topic. Do you need to get on the road? Do you really want to get on the road? You just want to get riding as soon as possible. Then and you don't care about a little bit of extra maintenance. They're not going to be breaking down every single second, but it's definitely going to be, you're going to have more problems than a Japanese or European or whatever. Although some of the Europeans aren't too good either, but some Japanese. It's just that's the trade-off: price versus quality. If you just really want to get on the road, do it by all means. God bless America. That's awesome. That's cool. Hell, hallelujah. Um, that's my view on the topic. Other than that, you know, be safe on them, definitely. I think insurance, you might have some issues in insuring them because they're not listed vehicles. I don't know. I can't even begin to know how that works. I just got insurance on a motorcycle, and that's the first time I've ever dealt with anything having to do with insurance. And I didn't do most of it. I'm 17. I have a dad, so I can't tell you too much about that whole process. But that's about it. That's the whole topic, and I'm gonna leave it there. Hope you all have a swaggin' day. Keep it blessed, yo. Am I right, hombres? Yes, I am. You don't have to respond to that. I'm not gonna make you. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Like always, if I've said it before, then it is like always. But if I haven't said it before, then for the first time. But like, subscribe, do all that shebang, shabusiness. Do the whole Shazam. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Also, check out my main account. It's in the description. This is my second account. This is not my main account. This is just my motorcycle account. But check out my main account where I do comedy videos and such. I think you might get a kick out of it, a little bit of a laugh, if you will. But we'll see. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to tell you what you think is funny. You can decide that for yourself. Go head on over and maybe you'll enjoy some stuff. Please. Anyways, have a good one. Good night. God bless America.